now, brown cow. Hello, hello. It's been some time. Welcome, one and all. This is the recouped and recovered, stuck at night, stuck in the middle. Don't mind any of the perhaps last-minute prep. It's okay. When it rains, it pours. When you get COVID, you get fucking COVID. And that's what I've had for 9 days.
You too?
How about, hashtag you too.
Hashtag me too.
Now, we found the culprit.
Hashtag you all too.
It was the beads. I brought the Buddha beads, man.
Dude.
The first time I brought them here, we lost the connection for the entire show, the entire stream, the internet. And then the second time, I gave everybody COVID.
How many times have you brought the bead in? Twice.
Twice.
And every single time I'm like, those beads are no good, man.
Something's catastrophic about them.
Your beady little eyes.
I see an opportunity, Josh.
Yes, indeed.
You have gotten COVID like 3 fucking times. So much so that I think you kicked its ass in 3 days.
You just want to pop right off into this?
I'm just curious. Like, you legit, you destroyed COVID, your third bout with it, in like 2-3 days.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
I stepped in the ring. I was bobbing and weaving. I got hit once. But I got back up and I knocked that son of a bitch right out.
Did you see what I proposed to Brock? I said we should start chopping you up and selling you to the good people and call them Broisic bits.
Well,
get the Josh in you.
Get the Josh. Well,
no, that wasn't what I said. But
doesn't sound good in 2022.
My brain is,
Yeah, but at first you were like,
fried.
hey, this guy's gotten COVID twice. How come he got it a third time? That was a very, very fair question to ask. But before we get into all that, which we shall, can we give a warm round of applause and welcome to our studio audience?
Only bitch.
I
only
said
bitch Wong
audience.
Fu. Thank you, bitch Wong Fu, super chat user, gracing us with your company, your humility, and your support. And then everybody else that's here, we love you too.
Let me throw this up in the chat. This is something new. We have begun. I'm going to throw that right in there. If you feel like leaving a tip because you enjoy the show, it helps us keep going. There is now another way to do that. You go to PayPal. The link is in there. So click that link if you feel like doing it. And soon enough, we will be maybe trying to make a goal. And then when that goal is reached, we will, maybe do a fourth show that week.
Pumping some bonus material.
We're trying to figure it out.
And it helps us more, apparently, right?
YouTube gives us 70%. PayPal gives us 95%. But either way, it's good. Bitch Wong Fu, thank you. We appreciate you right off the bat, just to start the show. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I feel good.
Do you, though? Do you feel good?
I don't know what I feel. I'm all over the place.
There's a lot of stuff. The problem is when you do only 2 shows a week, you miss a lot of stuff. We miss a lot of stuff.
3.
And
sometimes 3.
Sometimes 3.
Yeah.
Last week was 2.
Yeah.
We missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
and sometimes we got to play some catch up, but it wasn't our fault that we missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Why did we miss some stuff there?
Because I decided one day that I just wanted COVID, as Ariel so articulately put it, and so I got it on purpose, and I decided to bring it here to the studio, and then get so sick that I had to call out of work for a week.
That was a long time coming, though. You since COVID began, which is essentially the beginning of Stuck in the Middle. I mean, we started in September 2019. I think COVID started to happen, at the end of 2019, and then it kicked off in 2020.
Yeah.
You avoided all that.
Oh,
like a boss. Like what? I got, boom, like Neo from The Matrix. COVID, what's up? Boom, COVID. I was like our Bud Dwyer. I just shot myself with COVID, and I was like, you know what? Blah.
And we treated you like a redheaded stepchild,
Yes.
famously. We were like, maybe we shouldn't go there for like a month, Adam.
At the beginning, I understood why people felt that way. Myself and a few others had a different feel for, that vid, if you will.
The vid, yeah.
But when you never had it, you kind of get worked up by everything else you see going around about it. It's one of those things where until you experience it yourself, and I know it's subjective because you could maybe experience something not as bad as, the next guy or gal or they.
So I got some fucking rage to express about COVID and how it was treated in my household, and because of what the media has done and added some, stigma to having COVID. So much so that when we were all at our lowest, when COVID first starts, it swings hard. I was freaking out, and I'm like, oh my God, I've killed my family. I was like, it's my fault. I was ashamed to reach out to the community, to my neighbors, to my family, because I felt everybody was blaming me because I didn't get fucking vaccinated, nor did my mother, and my father was feeling some kind of way too, and I was just so miserable like this. So I did my best to play doctor, even though I was just as ill. And the mental game was far worse. The first 3 nights of COVID are hands down the worst physically, where I just,
That's still subjective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
just individually speaking.
well, maybe not. I guess when you get anything, you start to feel it coming on. The first, like, fucking withdrawal. The first few days are the worst. So I take that back. You're right. The first few days were probably pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, no. Speaking, from my personal experience, and both my father, my mother, all of us. It was those first couple of days, first 3 days and nights, where it seemed like the most painful, the chills, and not enough blankets, and it was hard.
What was the worst thing? What was the worst thing that you went through with COVID?
Aside from a cat meowing in the fucking background.
Kimmy, get the cat!
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
We love cats here. We love the pussy. The worst thing was the isolation, which is mandatory, right? You can't.
So funny.
Do
That's so funny. You it's like the thing you did to everyone else. Like when you got it, you're like, wait, why does everybody treat me like I'm contagious?
No, but I knew. I accepted that. People were reaching out. I was too ill, too fucking fatigued, too weak, too much in pain. I didn't want to talk to my brother. Everybody wanted to know what's going on. And I felt like they wanted to grill me about, how my family was, because I got them sick.
No, but you're right. I guarantee you, a lot of them wanted to grill you and be like, yeah, well, this is what happens when you don't get the smacks. Smaxine.
I couldn't help myself. And to one family member, I was like, we're just talking about under a 1 percentile still. That hasn't changed. And they just go,
What's under 1%?
It's the prevention of the spread. It's not for hospitalization.
Yeah. It would actually be against YouTube's terms of service if we were to say that the COVID vaccine helps prevent transmission. We can't say that. We're not allowed to say that. We'll get booted. They're like, whoa, misinformation, bud. But remember at the beginning, it's such old hat. It's such old conversation, but this is a lot of people were prepared for the slow drip. Like people got it. Some people may have gotten it right or close to right from the get-go. And so for a lot of people, this is just like the same old. But
thank you, Brandy, our sweetheart. Glad you're feeling better, Eli. Thank you for the contribution and support. We love you.
Love Brandy.
I'm sorry that I had to break your thoughts.
Not at all.
Go on.
But I lost it. I didn't want to break your thought either.
No, mine is just thanking the people. You're like old hat.
Yeah, no, I understand talking about COVID just gets kind of
it's off-putting, but
draining,
I finally got to deal with the reality. I thought I was going to dodge it. And now, though, I feel all the better for it because now I don't have to worry about it, allegedly, as much.
Now you got some nice immunity built in.
Yeah.
Right? That's good.
That's not bannable, right?
Did you lose smell? Did you lose taste?
I didn't lose smell, taste. My fever never went.
You sound sick. I feel the same way.
I still got fucking phlegm up here. I had one high
hashtag
fever.
for days.
4 days, motherfucker.
Hashtag for days.
Actually, if it continues on with my mother, we're gonna go ahead and take her to some doctor.
She's got phlegm?
She's still got phlegm. She's like this tall. So
yeah, that's a lot of phlegm.
Yeah.
When you're this tall and have that much phlegm.
Yes. So
your whole life is just phlegm right now.
That it literally is. She's sitting on the kitchen counter.
What's up? Like always clearing your throat.
That's how she communicates, actually. We've learned to communicate in throat clearing.
Throat clearing.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, how do you say good morning? How are you? Ooh, hang on. Wait, can you spell that out so I can write that down? Okay, that's pretty cool.
Indeed.
I like that.
Indeed.
I feel like what's going on here is like when people get those tattoos that say like Chinese words, but they're like, this means life and spirit. And they're like, no, that means you drink natural ice. Like, I feel like I just said something in COVID cough.
No, you did it
that
perfectly.
meant that didn't. I feel like you're trolling. Are you trolling me right now? Did I just say something improper?
Dude.
Did I just curse?
You did not. You said nothing of the sort.
Did I say a racist comment?
You said the N-word.
No, I didn't.
No, you
nice?
said Nigeria is a lovely place to visit.
They take the poo-poo.
Yes.
And they eat the poo-poo.
Oh, God. You gotta drop the shtick with the poo-poo guy.
The guy's he's the best, though.
I know. He's in all of our hearts.
He
How
really
was your
is.
bout with COVID now, you fucking superstar?
Yeah, well, hate to brag here, but...
3 times this fucking guy.
I don't know. So, one day, I tested positive. The second day, I tested negative. That's a lie.
We found the
I didn't do a second test. I'm assuming I did.
You're assuming you took the second test? All right, we found the serum, okay? I am advocating and pushing that Josh here, his very body and blood, is just like the blood of Christ, a healing factor. I will start chopping up little pieces of his flesh and mailing him to you if you are amongst the scared populace. I'm convinced. Borchik. Shit, I'm sorry. Borsic.
All right, Wieland.
Yeah, you got it right.
Oh, damn it, Weiland.
Borsic bits, they're the only way to get some Josh in you.
Speaking of Borsics, if everyone could, at the count of 3, give a big happy birthday to my dad. It's his birthday today. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Dad!
Hey, happy birthday to
Appreciate you.
Dad guy.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, he's the one with no hair. Good man.
Well, yeah. Does
anybody's dad?
Dad equals hair? Never.
No.
Never. Unless you're like a freak.
Mine has.
And I don't want to talk to that guy then because he's a freak.
I'll relay the message to my father.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's awesome.
But okay. From the COVID thing, man, I'm very upset that I let myself get to such a low mental state. But it's crazy, man. I felt like I was a burden to society and to my family, and I felt responsible because of everything that went into my head from the media.
This is interesting. And I would like to use your segue to then revert back real quick. Let's go backwards. Boom. We just went back just a touch because, we weren't here over the weekend, right? And you were talking about what now? You were talking about, being smart and like, using information appropriately and not being fed bullshit. See, I was at work the other day and I'm helping my dad remove something from his van. And I see this pickup truck. For whatever reason, it's making a noise. It's going, beep, but it's going forwards. And all of a sudden, where we are, it's like think of it like a garage, but without the door. Right? So it's like a 2-car garage, but without out the door right now. All of a sudden, this truck is just going forward, smashes into some wood to try to get up into the garage. And I'm like, wow, this is the site supervisor. This guy, wow, he must be whoop, whoop, whoop. So we're like, whatever. That's where he's trying to park. Maybe, how sometimes you pull in a spot too fast, you kind of hit the curb, you kind of go back.
Sure, I'll give that.
Right.
Okay.
That's where, because the next part I wasn't expecting. So like you kind of give that leeway because you're like, nothing else can be going on here. I've done that before. I pulled into a spot too far. My bad. I rode a little bit, came backwards. Well, I look back to my dad. I grab some tools. I look back to the truck, and then I see somebody walking to the driver's side door. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Then I notice there's nobody inside the vehicle as the man is walking up to the driver's side door. Here's what happened. For whatever reason, this guy had just gone to the dentist. They removed teeth. They're like, get the fuck out of here and come back in like 3 hours with like laughing gas or like perks or whatever.
Oh, Jesus.
So like he pulls into the job site and he's like, as site supervisor, man who maintains everything, makes sure shit doesn't go wrong.
Yeah, responsible.
Site supervisor. Yeah, responsible. The guy pulls in, gets out of his car because he's like, you know what? I gotta use the restroom. Gets out of his car, doesn't put it in park. So he walks off nonchalantly to the porta potty as his truck is rolling forward into the $1.7 million house garage.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so that's what I saw. I saw a personless vehicle like if there was a door there, it would have crashed. It went up inside the garage, kind of rolled back out because it was kind of like an incline. And he comes walking over to it like, "Whoo, hey, those are those automatic brakes working." We're like, and that's when it clicked. It was, "Oh shit, you weren't in the car?" He was like, "No, I got my tooth taken out." So I'm like, "Woo!" And he's like, "No, but seriously, I gotta go back and get it put back in." And we're like, "What the fuck? Why did you even leave in the first place?"
Okay.
He gets out of the restroom and has that conversation with us, leaves his car running, like assumingly in drive, but it's not going anywhere because it has a little friction. He's like, "I gotta go back to the bathroom." He goes back to the bathroom and then he comes out. He's like, "All right, boys, see you later." And gets in his car that almost ruined everything and drives away.
Was that just out of pure, just being high? Did he show up to get a paycheck?
I wasn't high.
Right. No.
He was high. No. No, what I'm saying is I didn't imagine all this. This wasn't in my high dreams.
Did he show up, I'm assuming, all right, only because he was high, but did he do it because he had to get a check? Was that I showed up for the day?
I have no idea. All he played off was like, it's got automatic brakes on it. We're like, good thing, because you would have wrecked the whole house. Next day. So I'm a little onto this guy though. Next day he's pulled past the garage. He's in his car. You can't see him. Some shady shit's going on. Second story, real quick, before we get over it. Same company, same guy. Guy's got one eye. I got my eye on you. Well, yeah, you can't have two eyes on us, but that's besides the point. I got my eye on you. But my dad has a friend we're working for. He has a nickname. And we just found out the periquito. It's something about small bird or something like that, right?
Claro.
Right, yeah, claro. Sí. And we're like, "Oh shit, that's your nickname." We knew his first name, but we're like, "How did you get that nickname, periquito?" And he's like, "Oh, you know what? Well, this, and that." We're like, "Wow, cool." Fucking one eye guy was like, "That's funny. We had a friend, and his name was Shorty, and it's because he was short." And we're like, "Bro, what the fuck? Who would you go away, please? Your other bro tried to break down the house, and now you're here with the worst nickname explanation ever." Periquito broke it down I was a little guy when I was growing up, and I used to whistle, and then there's this whole beautiful explanation. And then this asshole was like, "Yeah, we had a friend and we called him Shorty because he was short."
That's like a Norm Macdonald bit right there.
Man, I wish you crashed into the building and just collapsed.
Those two people are related?
No, they work for the same company and they're site supervisors.
Dude, you gotta work on that.
Claro.
Okay.
Was that right?
Claro, aquí.
Aquí, sí.
I said okay here.
Oh, sí.
Let's get the cobwebs conked out, and I'm COVID mad still. I'm a little fucking insane.
As you should be.
Isolation is not normal. And
but you chose it.
Yeah, I mean, it was in my mind. I don't want to spread it to anybody else. It was pretty fucking miserable. But the dildo shop I work at, I learned one of my closest friends that's in my department, he just got it. So they try to call me, and I'm like, I'm still positive. And you can come in anyway. I'm like, oh, it's like, oh, you're coughing. No, you can't.
Yeah, exactly. COVID has ruined anybody's, remember when people would come into work sick?
Yes.
That doesn't happen anymore.
No. I had to really remind them. I don't want to put them out there. It is the dildo shop. They were like, if you have no symptoms, you can come in. I'm like, but I'm positive. I'm testing positive. If you don't have symptoms, I'm coughing. Oh, okay. No. Fuck out of here, you.
Because they need the worker,
Because they lost another one. There's been fucking 6 cases
because you probably gave it to him. You can't pass those dildos around, dude. I've told you this many times.
One guy, but there's 3 people that gave it to me.
Oh,
but anyway,
where?
Yeah, no, at the dildo shop.
How'd they give it to you? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Anally.
So what's interesting? I don't know if we spoke about this on Wednesday. Maybe we did. Maybe we did not. But GMA is based.
GMA?
GMA.
Country Music Awards? What? Grammys?
Good Mighty America. I just changed one word. It didn't work too well.
So the Good Morning folks.
Yeah, the Good Morning America folks have gone based. There is a video of said being based, and it's quite interesting because had this gone on with anybody else, maybe just a few months ago even, you get the boot. You're out of here. Bye, guy. We'll see. And not that kind of bye guy. Not LGBTQ plus bye guy, but like BYE guy. Bye, guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Gone.
The opposite of the fun guy.
Opposite of the fun. Well,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends on who you think the fun guy is.
Yeah.
Because maybe the fun guy is the guy who leaves
who says
appropriately.
Goodbye to everybody.
Yeah, you're like, oh, shit, I'm glad that guy
As
left.
opposed to the guy that tries to have sex with you before he leaves.
Hey.
Okay.
We all know that guy.
The journal Lancet.
So let's pull up the GMA video, and let's watch in real time as GMA gets based and says things that,
would have gotten them fucking the boot for misinformation.
We're not breaking new ground
in
here.
A year.
As I've said before, and as you said, COVID talk kind of gets kind of redundant, but the whole point of bringing this up and keeping this up is because this is what the mainstream media is doing. They're hoping people forget, and we're just kind of following them as they go, and as they try to bring up something of new news, we're like, no, other people as well as us have spoken on that before. This isn't new. So if it's pertinent to keep in everyone's minds because they hope everyone forgets. They hope everyone doesn't remember anything, and just like they were always on point. That's what they want.
Dr. Ashton here. We were trying to get a handle on, yes, you got some new data on boosters.
There's a new published study out in Lancet, the journal Lancet.
She's the resident doctor.
About the 4th dose and what happens to our antibody levels. It is not a surprise that they've released new data confirming that after the 4th dose of Pfizer or Moderna, that antibody...
Moderna? M-O-E-Derna? Moderna?
She's blown my mind here.
Mo stupid.
Levels rise significantly. They surge in the several weeks after that dose. We've known that for a while, but here are the caveats. We don't know how long that lasts, number one. And our immune response, remember, is not just about antibodies. It's about that T-cell response also, which you can't really measure as well as just a pure antibody level. And it's about whether or not they're blocking or neutralizing antibodies to the variant that we're seeing. So when people hear these headlines, they shouldn't be surprised. Yes, of course, you're going to get a surge in your antibody levels, but how long that lasts is the issue. And it's certainly not just about more boosting for everyone. People who have high antibody levels, there's the potential. I want to underscore the potential. We haven't seen any evidence of this immune phenomenon known as tolerance, where if you already have high antibody levels and you get another booster, that your immune system can start to say, well, what am I needed for, and can kind of start to shut down.
Wow. Yeah, everybody has said that. It's the same thing with opiates. It's the same thing with any type of drug you take. When you supply your body with an outside source of what it already makes, it's like, what the fuck do you need me for? That's why you go into withdrawal. If you supply your body with all these, this type of vaccine, I believe the mRNA vaccine, at some point it's like, well, you're giving it to me so much. Why do I got to keep making this?
So essentially, is she saying that your body starts to reject or not?
Well, she brings up it's not just about the antibodies; it's about the T cells. And from what we know, when you get COVID naturally, some of those is it T cells?
They kick in.
The natural way of getting COVID implements itself a little more secure, as opposed to the vaccine where it's kind of surface level. I believe as far as T cells. And also I believe I'm full of shit.
Look, as a layman, like I have to admit, I really found her to just be gobbledygooking here with the fucking wordplay. Essentially, I don't know what her fucking point was.
Her point is, if you're not
If you're not boosted and vaccinated.
No. Her point is, if the FDA didn't say you need to get boosted, don't do it, because getting boosted so much only helps so much.
She just advocated on grandstanding television to maybe you don't need a fucking. She went against the big pharma for a second there.
She just said if you got too many vaccines, it could hurt you.
Well, holy fuck. Too many. That makes sense.
Too many
to me.
boosters, rather. I don't want to say too many vaccines, but she said too many boosters. It starts to have a negative effect. It could.
Well, okay. All right. So, yeah, you would not fucking hear that 1 year ago. That would have gotten her ostracized and pariahed in her medical community.
Yeah.
And now I think dude, I don't mean to fucking pivot back to this guy or that team, Trump, when he had the doctors that were, what were they doing? Remember the doctors? And yeah, they had the one that they called the witch doctor, talking about how.
Which doctor are you talking about?
Yeah. They were saying what? First off, they were really trying to say, keep calm. That didn't go over well. And the other thing was they were talking about, were they talking about natural immunity, or were they just talking about how they were treating it differently with, Schmeiver.
To answer your first question, and this first question will segue us later into the next question, they don't want you to remain calm. So when somebody comes out and says, remain calm, well, hold up. We don't make money when people remain calm. We got to inflame and make things worse. So that's one of the reasons they didn't like those doctors.
Yeah, they were not trying to scare the populace.
Not at all. Yeah, they weren't at all.
Yeah, no. Scared people spend more money and they do more impulsive things.
They were trying to be like, well, listen, there's some things out there that we can maybe already take this by.
Scared people are easier to control.
Even if they were wrong at the time, which now we're finding out that a lot of those things are maybe.
No, you can't remember that.
Yep, you're right.
No. Come on now.
So what was the second part? You said keep calm, and they were,
They were keep calm, and weren't they talking about natural fucking immunity and some of the things that you could treat yourself with that were not accepted on the mainstream front?
Yeah.
They were doing all of that, and they were fucking pariahed.
So if there was one thing you could sue MSM over for, what would it be? Would it be I mean, you could broad stroke it too. You could tell me just the innate fear of it all.
I can't tell you how fucking low I felt. I thought it was done, and I was responsible for putting my parents in the hospital way before we got to that point. And just, they were both bedridden, and all I could do was listen to them suffer. And so I made a YouTube video where I'm just like, guys, I'm making this video for the first time.
Who had it worse?
I'm asking people to give me advice. I don't know what to do. And
Who had it worse?
I got an overwhelming outpouring of support. That's kind of debatable. Like me out of all three, right. Thankfully. But I'd say my father.
Wow.
But
that's shocking with some of the information I know about what he had received.
Vaccinated, boosted, and all that. And my mother, none. And she seemed to take it well, even though when he started to get better, like, she was still bedridden.
Right.
But
she maybe had it a little longer.
She's the one that had the lowest fever out of all of us. So it's weird, dude. Weird. That's why
this is purely anecdotal. You're not saying anything.
No. I'm no fucking doctor. I'm no scientist. But these are just the facts as we lived them. And her and I are still going through the phlegm. My father is better on that front. But apparently, even though people were most afraid for her because she's a 77-year-old woman that's yay tall and has terrible lungs.
It's yay tall, but that much phlegm.
Yeah. No, the phlegm is literally taller than her. People were so scared, so angry at me, and she actually fared, I think, better.
It's funny, those people who are still mad at you, like, their big thing maybe a year and a half ago was follow the science, and like they've ceased to follow the science because the science has now veered in the way where their tribe told you that was off limits. You can't talk about that. And
their drips can help you switch parties without even knowing it.
And their tribe hasn't corrected themselves yet.
No,
they're slow dripping it to correct that.
They want to do it so you'll think it was always that way.
Oh, we always thought what?
That's the good old way. I mean,
we've always thought this.
Remember, Democrats and Republicans are once on the opposite sides on the aisle, but slow drip changes all of that. Okay, hey, welcome. All you lovely folks. I think somebody's show maybe just finished. Welcome.
That is fine.
Okay, yeah,
we love that.
Yes, we love all of you and everybody else that's a content creator.
Now, using this to get into the bigger topic of the night, which is, it's kind of hard not to talk about. We're
I'm
doing our
emotional.
best to keep calm. Media wants us to keep calm. They don't like that, huh?
Right now, I'm prepared to turn up.
You should, because this is what it's all about. Turn up. We'll figure out everything as we go. But as you well are aware, Unreal Engine dropped some new footage.
Oh, yes.
And this is what we're worked up about because it looked so real. I saw in this Unreal Engine, the new gaming footage, I saw a dude drive up to like a grocery store.
No.
And he gets what?
No. Whoa. You're not talking. Okay.
He gets out of the car.
The footage is of
it's a first-person shooter.
Holy shit!
What?
Jesus Christ!
What?
Josh, the Real Engine video is of a subway rendering.
Oh.
You're talking about the guy
subway
who actually
shooting?
did the massacre.
The subway shooting that happened in New York?
No.
Oh.
The actual there is Unreal Engine footage. Jesus, you almost give me a heart attack.
Oh.
There is footage of a subway, but there's nothing happening. Okay, it's just like really realistic looking. What you saw, what you're referring to, is the live stream of the Buffalo shooting asshole.
What I saw was real?
That was real. That was not the game.
Damn, they're getting good at that.
I know. It's okay, guys. I just corrected him. He's good now.
I you know what?
Whew.
Show's over. We're done. I thought that was the whole kit and caboodle. Like, look how good the graphics have come so far. We can do so much. Now you're telling me that was real. That's boring.
I was about to say, woo,
I don't hear that boring
we dodged
stuff.
a bullet, but that
10 people didn't.
Ah, shit.
Sorry. Well, one guy did because he went.
Well, levity, yeah, and he was white.
Yeah.
And he actually got a sorry.
Yeah, I know. He got a sorry. Yeah. Like, I feel. So
there's a lot to go in because this fucking kid is all over the fucking place, and people need to take accountability because his radical extremism. He's a part of everybody's base.
The left, he's the left. No, he's the right, right?
No,
whose is he?
Actually, he's fucking stuck in the middle, apparently.
I think he is.
However, he's an extremist of both. He has an extremism background of communism, an extremist background of or how he views immigration. I mean, he is fucking everywhere.
And So the media doesn't want us to keep calm, as we spoke about during COVID. When someone told you to keep calm, they'd freak out. They would call him disinformation, them disinformation.
Do not keep calm.
Now, we are at a point in time where it's the same thing. The media doesn't want you to keep calm. And we wonder here at Stuck in the Middle, and maybe you guys out there too, does the media's lust for a narrative contribute to such atrocities? They don't want you to stay calm. So does and do you condemn what happened?
Fuck yeah.
I condemn what happened. Don't get anything else twisted as if we're like, oh, it's fantastic. There's just like, okay, is there anything bigger to the picture here? Maybe there isn't.
Any singular person that has any form of support for the fucking cocksucker piece of shit that carried out these crimes can see their fucking way out or catch me out fucking side in a video game. Go on.
So the Buffalo shooting happened, right? It's just this piece of shit. That's very close to my hometown, Rochester. Buffalo is right there. Tops are all over the place in Rochester. So I could imagine my grandma going there. Some shit happened when she didn't even realize it. So fuck that guy. That guy's an asshole, and he was an asshole for a good few minutes there, and he fucking live streamed himself being an asshole, where he took out 10 people.
A cowardly incel,
and a racist cowardly incel, where he took out specific types of people, black people.
He was aiming for black people. He killed 2 white people.
He didn't kill. I think he injured 2 white people, injured 1 black person, killed 10 black people. So I think 11 black people were harmed, 2 white people were harmed, not injured. 10 black people out of that 11 were killed. So he was a piece of shit.
Oh,
you can't. There's no. I don't know how you'd go about like. Well, actually, he didn't mean like. No. He's a piece of shit.
No, you've got the 180 pages allegedly of the fucker's actual manifesto.
Right. Which is,
if you want the insight to this fucking insane child's mind. He's a child to me, but he is a fucking adult and needs to be tried as such. I wish he was executed on the spot. It'd be too fucking good for him, though.
Which leads us to a question. Is this what the media says it is.
No.
Wrong. The answer is yes and no. It could be both. Yeah. I don't.
The last three were.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
No, yes. But like just in general, because the media isn't only saying it's mainstream Republicans; they're also saying it's white supremacy, it's racist. So yes, and no. It could be yes and no.
Are they conflating all three?
Obviously, because. And, you know, I don't want to. So let's ask this bigger question as we go back. So the first question that we will dive into everything is as follows. You know, does the media's lust for a narrative contribute to such atrocities? And is what they're saying truthful? We said yes and no. The bigger question is, if this is truly about guns, and this is going to make people on the right think too. If this is truly about guns, if they wanted our guns, why aren't they using every single instance of gun violence to help solidify why guns are bad? Because as we will further, and I'm sure as you know, but you know, it's a show, we're gonna have some fun. As we further get into it, we'll see that they really only pick and choose a certain narrative, which is, you know, the narrative they're lusting for, like this racism narrative to push why guns are bad.
Pushing for this racism narrative. You want to expound on that? Because this guy is a racist. He's a white supremacist.
Right.
Yeah.
He is indeed, and we
but
can't.
When you say every case to make for.
Let's slow down real quick.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's just if we can. If we're supposed to listen to Rolling Stone, we're supposed to, okay, you know what they're saying, like they're journalists, they've done their digging. If we can take that as what it is there any expectation for us to take the shooter's manifesto? Well, okay, or they manifesto. I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody here. I know it's called a manifesto, but I think in 2022
he should have been more inclusive.
A they-festo, Z-festo, maybe, to feel better.
I like the we're gonna have to marinate on this.
We'll figure it out.
Festo.
What do you think in the chat?
The Zay-festo?
Yeah. Okay, if it's not manifesto, is it woman-festo, they-festo? We're trying to be inclusive here.
Yeah, you know, we got to be tasteful.
Because I don't know if he identified as a man. I'm not sure.
Right? No, he
didn't say.
He didn't specify gender.
I know he identified as white.
Yeah, no,
that's for dang sure.
He was pretty poignant on the
badly
being a white fella,
white piece of garbage.
Yeah.
God, he makes people like me and you look bad. More me, less you.
Yeah.
He doesn't like you. That's for sure.
No, we wouldn't break
boy,
bread.
oh boy. But okay, so you know, Rolling Stone is one of these outlets who are really going with the idea that he's a mainstream Republican.
This guy was a warped fake leftist. LOL. I'm totally insane. You're not entirely wrong, bitch Wong Fu. But Josh is also not entirely wrong.
Well, our lead into this was he's everybody's fault. He's all of our fault.
He's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So some interesting takeaways here. Let's see. Why did you choose firearms? Obviously because they work. He says they are the most effective things to hurt people. But the most poignant part about this is, and I quote, the effect it would have on social discourse, the extra media coverage they would provide, and changes to gun laws that will be pushed will all help my case. So already Rolling Stone is really not being truthful as to maybe how they interpreted the They-festo.
Did they actually mention that they read it?
I don't think
they fucking did.
Yeah, I don't think you got to mention why you read it.
No. If Rolling Stone mentions that they did read it at all, because I'm led to believe they didn't if they're going to report it as they did.
But here comes the fucking twist. Ready? Already we got a twist. So if you just heard that, the effect it would have on social discourse and the changes to gun laws that will be pushed will all help my case. Which way is he leaning?
I'm a little confused.
Let's just and it's hard to, but let's pretend. Let's take his actions out of this. But when he says the effect, well, I guess you got to have a little of his actions in there. But he said the effect of what he has done on social, the effect of what he did would have on social discourse and the changes to gun laws that will be
Would help
pushed.
his case.
The changes to gun laws it would push.
Is that to?
So I don't know. You know what?
Is that to make them less tight or tighter?
Now I just fastballed my fastball, because with this next question, maybe he does answer that. Maybe it isn't about controlling. It's about less, because he says, and I quote, the question is, why did you choose blank for the place of attack? He says it has the highest black population and it isn't that far away. Plus, New York has heavy gun laws, so it would ease me if I knew that any legally armed civilian was limited to 10-round magazines or cocked firearms.
He literally felt safer to go after the fucking states that advocate for stricter gun laws.
But you could literally now argue the part before that is he's trying to go for more guns being allowed. You know what I mean? Like, he literally, I just blew my mind here, but like, because it was so broad, and the next question is as follows, maybe he was, as opposed to him being called someone on the left and arguing for more gun control, maybe he's showing you why you need to have your own gun, because some fuck like me could come. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I'm spitballing here. That just kind of changed
the kids all over the place.
He's crazy.
He's a fucking nut. And he's an extremist on.
He's not on my side. He's on your side.
He's on everybody's fucking side.
Yeah, we all fucked
unless
up.
you're Jewish and you're
Ish.
not white. Yeah, ish. But
Ish.
and yeah, no, I see what happened in real time there. We were uncertain on his whole stance on the gun control issue.
It did feel like,
but he targeted a tightly regulated area because he knew there'd be less good guys with guns.
Right. So how do you perceive his idea that it will help my case? What is his case?
That is fucking mystifying.
We did go into this with that thing thinking help my case in the like take guns away, right?
Yeah.
At least it was kind of like I felt we were on that page. That just kind of reading those back to back kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Why would he advocate for less gun control in the future?
Because he's crazy.
He is just fucking nuts.
He's stupid. Yeah. But Rolling Stone wants you to know, hey, he's a mainstream Republican, man. Like, does their lust for a narrative hurt us?
It's literally hurting the truth. I wish they'd just say, insane fucking kid. Here, he's got a little extremism on this side and that side, and he did a dastardly fucking deed. Let him die nameless. But they're so angry that, they want to push the narrative of the boogeyman that we're all accustomed to seeing, and anything that goes against that, as I think we briefly mentioned, is forgotten.
I'm gonna keep going back to the Rolling Stone article as a juxtaposition. But are you Christian? No. Are you fascist? Yes. Are you a white supremacist? Yes. Are you racist? Yes. Are you intolerant? Sure. Are you an anti-Semite? That's like all capitals. That's like, yes. Like, he's more anti-Semite than he
hates the blacks.
Yeah, the other guy. Are you a neo-Nazi? I support neo-Nazism, but I'm not a member of any neo-Nazi groups. Are you conservative? No. It's a corporation in disguise. Are you a homophobe? No, but leave the T out of it. Are you right-wing? Depending on the definition, sure. Are you left-wing? Depending on the definition, sure. Are you a socialist? Depending on the definition, worker ownership of the means of production. It depends on who those workers are, their intentions. But
sounds more communist than private sector. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Here you go. Hang on. I'm scrolling down to one of the big.
I wish this fucking kid was dead in a video game. I mean, he should have been taken down, and I'm not going to do the unfair thing, compare other instances, because it's too convenient for me from the armchair. I just don't understand how you can carry this out and still be alive. What do we want to dissect? He's left his fucking breadcrumbs. All the doctors can dissect it. The left, the right, we could use it and say, he's yours, and waste our fucking time. And all right, so what do you got?
Were you taught violence and extremism by video games, music, literature, or cinema? No. Only the truth caused me to seek violence. Whatever the fuck that means. But Did you always have these views? When I was 12, I was deep into communist ideology. Talk to anyone from my old high school and ask about me, you'll hear that. From age 15 to 18, I consistently moved farther to the right. On the political compass, I fall in the mild, moderate, authoritarian left category, and I would prefer to be called a populist. Rolling Stone. The Buffalo shooter isn't a lone wolf. He's a mainstream Republican. Does the media's lust for a narrative, I heard that,
Somebody's being
help perpetuate evil? I think it does. I think it does.
Well, they're still trying to frame the fucking typical boogeyman, which I guess Republican white shooter, is that what it is? It's so disingenuous from the truth that it's like they ignored everything. They have access to it just like we do, and they just go with their one-liner in the fucking title to push it.
Well, in the way of this, two things that went away very quickly. I mean, we could talk about what happened over the weekend, but we're not really supposed to talk about, like, normal everyday things, because those are normal everyday things. Like a mass shooting happened in Milwaukee. Am I right
is
there?
That the church one?
Nope, that's not the church one, believe it or not. Let's see. But yeah, Milwaukee police. Friday shooting leaves 3 dead, 25 injured. This would be considered a mass shooting.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't fit their lust for that narrative. Churchgoers tackled hogtied gunman after deadly Laguna Woods church shooting. Because, it was a they say a 68-year-old Asian guy who attacked a bunch of other Asians.
Yeah, he had specific hatred for the Taiwanese people.
Yeah.
So he was targeting another variant of Asian people. So it's an Asian crime.
If this was about taking our guns away, why would they not then use every single instance of gun violence they could to use that and take our guns away?
It's weird.
Because this is odd that they choose only that one lust for a narrative they have to really report. So is this bigger than just taking our guns away?
They're leaving some fruit on the tree there. Almost to a point where I'm questioning why. Unless, yes, I guess the lust for the narrative, as we're saying, seems to be larger than actually caring about what's happening. They sacrifice the facts just to focus on this, always the white mainstream Republican, I guess.
It feels like that. If we're wrong, please let us know. I'm down to be
Please challenge us. I mean, we got all the information here, but quid pro quo, tit for tat.
Stories that went away quickly. The Wisconsin Christmas parade crash. The New York subway shooter.
So refresh my memory about the Christmas Day parade crash, because I know that our shooter in Buffalo, he had names written down. I have a couple of pictures of his rifles. He had full names written down on his rifle, and aren't they connected to the parade thing?
From what I hear, I haven't been able to go back to the video yet, but apparently one of the women's name, one of the grandma's names from this parade is on the dude's rifle, Virginia something.
Almost like a revenge.
This isn't guns, but it's just like the idea that it's just like, it does feel like we pick and choose. MSM picks and choose what stories are important to talk about and what stories aren't important to talk about. When a murder is murder, when a mass killing is mass killing,
or it's
mass shooting is mass shooting, domestic terrorism. When some type of person who thinks they are better than everybody else.
Isn't this the Black Israelite? They're the ones that, if you need the clarification, they believe that they are the chosen people and take absolute full offense with such righteous vindication, self-righteous vindication, that they will tell you what a piece of shit you are, how they hate you, and that you are just there to serve them. So, yeah, a Black Israelite is basically a white supremacist, only a black one.
Right.
For their kind and only their kind. Everybody else is cannon fodder.
It's silly to think there aren't people out there who strictly view themselves on how they look. Like, it's not just, a white thing. There's
extremism in every shape, color, form.
You have that defect in every other race where they think they're better.
Yeah. Supremacy comes in every fucking color.
It's a defect because no race is better. Hate to break it to you. So you can get all worked up, but it's a defect.
Yeah, if we bursted your bubble here on that one, fucking see your way out.
No, but I also see it on the other side too. Like, well, you know, just like people just getting butthurt that, oh, you can't say that.
Yeah,
you can't say that. No, we did. It's a defect.
You can't
Nobody's better than anybody
about
else.
that because right now we're talking about the other thing. No, take it all in.
But the media would have you believe that some of these killings are worse than other types of killings, when in fact, I don't believe that to be the case.
Killing's kind of one size fits all there.
When your president comes out and addresses, so here's how
we don't have all the facts
Joe
and
Biden
details yet. We
haven't
know
seen
this
either.
morning.
So this is how he addresses the Christmas Day parade. When, I mean, if you look at the dates here, we knew a lot.
When the Christmas Day parade issue happened, yes. Hold on,
Well, we don't have all the facts.
So check this out.
Go on.
Well, we don't have all the facts and details yet. We know this morning that 5 families in Waukesha are facing fresh grief of a life without a loved one. At least 40 Americans are suffering from injuries, some of them in critical condition. And an entire community is struggling to cope with the horrific act of violence. Last night, the people of Waukesha were gathered to celebrate the start of a season of hope and togetherness and Thanksgiving. This morning, Jill and I and the entire Biden family, and I'm sure all of us, pray that that same spirit's going to embrace and lift up all the victims of this tragedy, bringing comfort to those recovering from the injuries, and wrapping the families of those who died in the support of their community. We're all grateful for the extraordinary work of the first responders from law enforcement.
That's about it. That's, you know, nothing.
He's medicated today.
Oh, yeah. So here's him
taking on the
day
Buffalo.
or two after the Buffalo
Let me say
thing.
a word about yesterday's mass shooting in Buffalo, New York. A lone gunman, armed with weapons of war and hate-filled soul, shot and killed 10 innocent people in cold blood at a grocery store on Saturday afternoon. Jill and I, like all of you, pray for the victims and their families and a devastated community. I've been receiving updates from my team in the White House that's in close contact with the Justice Department. We're still gathering the facts, but already the Justice Department has stated publicly that it is investigating the matter as a hate crime, racially motivated act of white supremacy and violent extremism. As they do, we must all work together to address the hate that remains a stain on the soul of America. The hearts are heavy once again.
They're both hate crimes. The other one with the Asian man, he specifically went after Taiwanese people. So it's prejudice within his own race. He didn't say that guy, he said they were still getting information. Here, he's outright.
Well, he was talking about Darrell Brooks, the Christmas parade guy who was a black Israelite and ran over all those people, which, like, the day people found his Facebook profile and saw all the things he said about, you know. So notice there was no indication of it being a hate crime, anything like that. We're still waiting for the facts. People are mourning. Right here, he was very quick to say what it was. So, like, what is that lust for just...
Why did he feel so much safer to talk about the facts, even though the facts were just as available?
Right. Why are one set of facts more readily able to be spoken? Because it makes it look like it's different.
He can weaponize it better, easier.
They can.
Yeah, I mean, the entire base.
I'm confused by it all, man. Like, I don't care about... Bad people are bad people. I'm perfectly fine to admit that all these people are racist and they did things against, you know, fucking other people who don't look like them. Why is that debatable? Why is that anything else but yeah? But the problem is you're only talking about one of them as if the other one wasn't, as if you need to tiptoe around that, as if your precious narrative means the most to you. We need to keep this alive. We need to keep the division alive in this country. But why does the division, why why wouldn't it create division if people didn't know a black person killed white people? Why is that not as divisive as when a white person kills black people? I'm very confused by this.
That's the sign of a very weak and cowardly president who won't call out actions as they are. If he's that politically correct and scared, or he just wants the eggshells to be present so he can't call things for what they are. Because we have 3 examples here of hate crimes. The Asians, the black Israelite, and the white supremacist Nazi fuckface. So all of them are hate crimes.
You could argue that the most recent one, the Buffalo one, he killed 10 people.
Larger in scope.
In scope. Does it deserve to be talked about any less when we're talking about hateful crimes?
No, they should
against people who don't look like.
They should be condemned equally.
There's only one hate crime that matters, apparently.
Yes,
I'm confused by it all.
That I don't understand. Consistency is something we've learned to respect, because if you're going to go out there, put yourself out in the public eye, you have to hope for respect with consistency and complete lack thereof.
He was, Biden was more ready to say one than the other, and how does that not contribute to, divide in this country?
There is, because it's a divide they can actually help manipulate and control. If they get to focus on one, it's more of a fucking chess game than it is like just simple fucking. I mean, I don't know. I can use analogies, metaphors, but it's just so much easier for them.
Does the left use racism like they use children? I hate to say the left, but does the mainstream media, because maybe Fox is guilty too, maybe a few of these other, but Fox, but does the mainstream media use, racism as that bait, as they do, like, this is affecting our children and this is that, and like if this was about guns, why aren't they focusing on every other incident that involved a gun? Because every one of those helps their situation. Is it because the racism pulls that emotional heartstring, just as, talking about using a child, Greta Thunberg, to push any type of, green
agenda
and agenda, or mass shootings that happen at school, gun agenda, stuff like that. Like,
I think it's just the one that has been universally accepted as being the easier narrative to push and play. So that's why he's so confident and he can put his foot down on this one. But the other ones, we're going to barely pay it any mind. And look at that. Like, I told Josh before we started, I already forgot about the fucking grannies that were run over completely because that story died.
You forgot about the Brooklyn shooting. Like, he didn't kill anybody, but he tried to. He threw fucking smoke grenades, tried to cap everybody on there.
We had a recent one as well, the Korean nail salon, another black gentleman that had... that had run into the salon and targeted Korean Americans. He shot 3, and that shit's fucking disappeared like it never happened.
Why? I don't get, like, what's the difference?
You know what? I think I just had a eureka moment. It's to pander to the larger minority, because if I don't know, I think they're so much of a pussy that they don't want to speak badly about anybody in a minority community because they want the votes. So talking about a white supremacist is easier. It's easier to get them dredged up. You talk about somebody that's in their community, they're like, oh, shit. At least he thinks. But no, we need to learn to condemn hate in every form.
That's funny, is because I had to copy this comment from somebody from the Voice of the People chat. And the comment goes as follows. I'll never get it. Both parties are ass. But you either support the party that kind of wants to help people or the party that blatantly votes against helping people over and over and over. It's fucking weird. Isn't that interesting? That we still think one is better than the other when we can point out horrible things that
on every
side, for some reason, they say as the party that kind of wants to help people.
I mean, what is...
Who do they want to help? Yeah.
Themselves.
How is that a defense?
To get voted.
Yeah. No, they're the party that panders, that says what you want to hear, and never does anything about it.
They're literally the ones that'll put on that Kwanzaa gear. The other party won't, I suppose, I
haven't seen them put on Kwanzaa gear.
No, never. They're both dirty pool, but...
I've seen them say, you know what? Do your thing. it's not for me, but do your thing. I haven't seen them be like, your thing is, you're so brave. Like, just be so condescending, you know, like they can't speak for themselves. Only we can.
Oh, yeah, the insulting of the intelligence and the condescension. They're fucking notorious for that. Both parties are...
That's almost like the fucking dude's manifesto, where it's like, they're like, you know, there are certain types of people who have less IQ, and we have to go out and speak for them.
Oh, dude.
But this guy thinks we got to get rid of them.
Just look at their legislation.
They believe the same thing, but they're acting on it differently. One thinks, oh, you know, smaller IQ, so let me stick up for them. The other thinks, smaller IQ, let's get rid of them. It's the same fucking mentality. They both suck ass.
Did you hear very recently, like today, it was reported Joe Biden is he's making the tensions less, and he's allowing Cuban families to now come here and become citizens in a record fucking measure of quickness. And to me, that translates to people that can vote.
Open border. This has been going. That's been the pull for the longest time.
That is the inevitable, I think, end game. They just want people that'll come here, that can make citizens, that can legally vote for them.
Even if you do, and it takes a lot of people, but even if they're not registered, the amount of population you have in your state, you can gain more electoral votes, even if they're not registered. So, quite literally, they don't even have to vote for you. You can just gain more electoral votes that way.
Yeah,
and they're being brought into Tennessee, but we're busing there, you know, like. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's fucking.
I had to bring that up because it's another fucking like, what are you doing, Joe? Or what is the DNC doing? And this one I don't get. I understand there were some things of the Trump era that I didn't like about what he did with Cuba, but the whole thing where just letting them come here and become citizens faster and easier. I know what their
without
intention
COVID
is.
tests. I remember that.
Right.
Over the board. They're like, nah, they don't need COVID tests. And they were getting them like, you know, Schmeiver, and stuff like that crossing over.
I don't think Joe Biden knows the Cuban community very well, because a lot of the ones that I've met.
Come on, man. Yeah, dude.
They do not vote Democrat.
Yeah, a lot of them are conservative.
I went fucking door to door when I was trying to champion Bernie Sanders. That did not go well here in Florida in the trailer parks. I got called a couple of dirty things.
Yeah. You know, this whole conversation, I feel dirty talking about it, just because like it's such like, you know, some of these nuances to bring up, you just feel like such the piece of shit to like even, you know, entertain that idea. But it's a true question. You know, there's nothing being said here that's in malice. It's just like, you know, why is one focused more on the other?
Questions have to be asked. Okay, we're just doing what we do. It's our due diligence.
And I have to say it. Some people don't like questions. Oh, whoa.
Fuck you if this makes you uncomfortable.
Just trust.
If you are uncomfortable watching our show, I give you brownie points for sitting it out. But for no more. We will not pander to the lowest common denominator. I do that on my own private channel.
Indeed.
Yes,
I watch. It's great.
Yeah.
Dude, you're fucking moving up. You got 116 subs now?
117.
Did you name your channel?
No, I forgot.
You got it. You can do that.
I know. Progressive Patriot.
Do it.
Yeah, I will.
Name it, man. PP, dude. PP.
Big PP.
PP all the way. Shout out youtube.com/Progressive Patriot. Eli's going to name that very soon here.
I want to make it a subsidiary of Stuck in the Middle.
Yes. That will happen. We will make that a thing.
So what nudes you got for us today?
We're sometimes in dark times. Don't you think that?
I mean, I'm thinking it.
No, I'm talking about in times that are grim.
Oh,
in dark times. Don't stop. You stop it. Don't do that.
I mean,
I saw what you thought. No. In times that are grim, sometimes there is a hero, nay, anti-hero, but still hero.
An hero?
An hero.
Do you know what that is?
Hero.
That's a 4chan term. That is when somebody makes a post about something they're gonna fucking do, like a shooting, and they do it.
Like Pepe?
And if he ends up dead, he's an hero. If he goes out and he says he's gonna commit suicide, and he does and films it, he is called a sage. These are the terms in 4chan that I'm learning. And one thing really quick, because I spent some time in 4chan and not even Reddit so much, fucking 4chan, which is poison.
Wait.
If you want to go and lose your hope.
Were you Eli Big Dick 954? Was that you?
You keep that fucking shit as anon as possible.
Sorry, my bad.
Behind a VPN. Damn it, I gotta change it again.
My B.
No, but what is disgusting to me, and it literally drains my soul when I go into these places to do the research, find the videos that you hear about that you're not going to see on any mainstream channel, or find manifestos that you shouldn't even fucking read.
Theyifestos.
Theyifestos.
Zfestos.
Jeez, we're going to get canceled.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Better be careful.
I see where all these people congregate and speak their vitriol, their anti-Semitism, their memes, the fucking Jew with the big nose sweating and fucking with the goyim, and then
was I wrong though when I posted that?
What? Oh,
no,
fucker, that was you. I knew it.
No,
but I mean, we're talking about. I'm watching what I'm now coining the digital race war. There is a race war already. It's been happening for 10 years, and it's just now it's at a fever pitch. There's some coordination between these shooters, and there are people that know. There was 20 people in the chat watching that stream go up. And apparently one of them, 3 minutes in, quickly went out to try to report it, and to no avail. The original thread where that shooter, it was Big Jimbo or something, Jim Boy, is still up to this day, where he originally said, I'm doing this shit now. And there you go. Now there's a conversation leading into regulation of the internet. This is inevitably where it's going to go to.
Should we be allowed to see stuff like that? If you want to, should you be allowed to see it?
That would be covered in the First Amendment. So I don't want any stifling. But does being able to do so encourage anybody?
What the fuck's the difference, though? If we can't see it, but the mainstream media gets a fucking boner about it every time it happens, it doesn't stop fucking talking about it. What? They sit here and say, God damn you for sharing something such like this. But we're going to keep talking about it. Yep. And we're going to make you want to see it. And we're going to say his name. And we're going to talk about his manifesto. And we're going to talk about every single fucking detail about that fucking video.
But don't you
watch it.
Don't you watch it.
Don't
press the button.
What the fuck?
We press the button. We're the United States of America.
Right there. Yeah, fuck them.
So
I just got a bigger heart on for saying fuck them, because what's the difference? That's like literally, what is that, Washington Post? Who the fuck came out with that goddamn article? Where the fuck is it?
What about how we need to start looking at social platforms to take accountability?
Right here. Yeah, Yahoo. After Buffalo, it's probably not Yahoo. They just aggregate kind of shit. So let's see where the fuck it actually comes from. But still, they shared it. They're just as fucking guilty, man.
Happy birthday, Veritas. Happy fucking birthday.
Happy B-Day. Oh, this New York Times. After Buffalo shooting video spreads, social platforms face questions. Where are the fucking articles about where's MSM roles in all this? We always talk about the shooter, and we talk about like everything that led up to the shooter. We give you all the detailed list of who you went from here to here to here to here to here. But social media platforms are to blame. What the fuck is going on here? They think we're fucking stupid?
Yes.
They do.
Yes.
They do.
Truly.
Awesome. I'm dumb as a box of rocks, guys.
It's good to know our place. I can breathe easier.
I can't.
No.
That's going to bug me now. I've never really processed it like that before. But here they are blaming social media platforms, the news, when they're like, we couldn't wait for this story to break. We couldn't wait for this narrative so we can lust over it.
The number one manipulators.
It's projection. It's fucking projection, bro. They're asking themselves what their role is. Just as I tell you all the time, a lot of this tactics from MSM, and I hate to say it all the time, the left, they project. They project their feelings onto what you're doing and tell you what you're doing wrong when it's in fact what they're doing wrong. Here is another prime example of them projecting, blaming somebody else for.
They're just jealous they didn't break it first.
Was fucking social media around during Columbine, you fucking pieces of shit? Nope. And the list goes on. James Holmes, was that like early? It's like 2005. I don't know when that was. 2005. It's still fucking early.
The Aurora shooting?
Yeah.
That was 2005. Yeah.
Still fucking early.
Where
they literally are like, this is why I don't like them. I don't like them.
There's nothing to like.
They sit there and they're like, no, we got no accountability. We have nothing wrong. We didn't do anything wrong. We're just gonna blame everybody else. These projections. I hate mainstream media, dude.
Well,
God,
rightfully so. There ain't a fucking thing to like about mainstream media. Congratulations to the MSM for making me feel so guilty and literally thinking that it was over because I had given COVID to my parents.
Putting pressure on everybody else. Like, I'm not gonna get into it, but the Roe versus Wade thing. They're like Washington Post putting pressure on gaming industries. Where's your stance at? How come you guys aren't making games that are like, yo, by the way, I'm going to shoot this guy, GTA 6, but I love abortion. Like, what do you want? What do you want people to do?
They're gonna shove the meat into that nothing burger right there. That's what they're trying to do. Because nobody in the gaming industry side are saying, well, what the fuck is our stance? Nobody.
But like two.
Oh yeah, people that will also take advantage of the hot button issue.
All the big ones keep their mouth shut because guess what?
Or whatever.
That's one of those entertainment ventures where like it attracts both of everybody, and you make such a definitive stance, you're gonna lose people.
Yes.
Why are they not allowed to just, you know what?
Be neutral. We're here in the entertainment industry. We're not in this,
because we're hyper polarized. That's why they can't be neutral. You got to pick a fucking side.
Yeah, no, you can't sit on any fences here.
Yeah, it's us or it's them. It's the news or social media. We blame social media.
And conquer, not cocker.
And until we finally figure out that this fucking asshole was a product of all of us, this asshole was a product of, every time, we get caught up in the bullshit MSM wants us to face, until we realize that more shit like this is going to happen. It's our fault. It's not MSM's fault. It's our fault for clickbaiting all these articles. It's our fault for just like, give us more, give us more.
Every one of us that falls for it and clicks on their blood money fucking titles, we're all just as accountable. We're all comparable. But I'd like to see them fucking just take some goddamn heat for a change. They don't. They won't, because they invent the news. They regurgitate and they get to paint the whole picture. And then if you speak out of turn, you're ostracized and you're weaponized to be one of the bad ones.
They dropped that guy's name a few times. I went through the Christmas parade article, the Asian man article. It took like towards the end of the article to finally figure out the person, the name, stuff like that. So it just goes to show you what
typical
pieces of shit you are. The mainstream media's lust for a narrative is a big contribution to all this bullshit.
I wish they would take accountability one day, but it ain't gonna happen.
I wish they would take accountability like our boy Chet Hayes.
Oh,
Chet Hayes is a man who takes accountability.
He's a champion.
He's like, you know what? I used to talk in patois. I don't anymore. But I'm gonna go on a morning show, and I will confess my apology to Ziwa, because that's, you know what? I feel guilty. So here's Chet Hayes feeling guilty, taking accountability for his role.
It's very inspiring.
Dude, Chet Hayes is, when you look up the word inspiration, what do you see?
Chet Hayes.
No, you see the definition for the fucking word inspiration. What are you talking about?
It was just updated.
Who he is? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know
this. Just a
this.
picture of him with no shirt, uncomfortably talking about taking accountability.
Zia will ask him.
Who the fuck is Zia?
Dude, leave her alone, man. I'm sorry you don't know fucking hip, cool people.
Shit.
But she asked him a hard-hitting question.
Is that a tranny? I mean,
no,
they? Okay.
No, that's like a...
Is that why it's
a
Z-Wee?
nanny.
Oh, a nanny, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. A manny.
Okay.
A wanny.
Let me see accountability o'clock.
Are there any marginalized communities you want to apologize to? I don't know. Maybe the patois community?
Oh, wow. I didn't see all this.
Nah.
I don't feel like I've truly done anything offensive, so...
You don't see it as cultural appropriation. You see it as like a celebration of culture. Mm-hmm. And then it's like social justice warriors can like go kick rocks.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
His shirt's on. It's encouraging. Are they trying to make it awkward?
Yeah. That's like, she's kind of tongue-in-cheek, Ziwa.
No comment. Got it.
No, I mean, I 100% agree. Social justice warriors can kick rocks.
Because, like, he's done doing patois, right? He made a vow to stop doing patois.
Yes, I was aware of that because we covered it.
Boy! Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's okay.
Are you going to follow?
It was a long time ago.
Who's going to do the patois now?
I can't.
You can't?
No.
Maybe I can?
You always will.
I can't.
No, not today.
I feel like I'll get in trouble. Yeah, definitely not today. Of all days, not today. But, not only is he humble, and he's able to apologize, as we just saw.
And he's able to wear a shirt.
but he's also, dude, he's got acting skills.
Oh, yeah,
I had
thanks.
no idea he had acted for a second I was like, is this Jared Leto?
All of you are in for a
Is this the
treat.
best Joker I've seen? Dude, is this Jared fucking Leto?
You know, I saw all iterations. It was just so I was in a position of being just transferred.
No, I saw Jared. I saw the best Joker to
You mean
date.
Heath Ledger? Heath Ledger.
No,
not-
Jared Leto, best Joker, dude. Riding on his gold grill, dude. Jared, wait, you're telling me he's not the best Joker ever? Dude, he pranked people on set.
Yeah, I know with the fucking
Yeah,
big
dude,
blood
what a
and-
Joker, right? Am I
know,
right?
funny guy. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Silly
sure.
guy, dude. Silly
What
guy.
a goose! What a goose!
I thought he was Jared Leto, dude. Legit JL, dude, right here.
You know what I mean? I'm like the Joker.
You're like the
Do
Joker.
I look like a guy with a plan?
That's Heath Ledger.
No, my God, did you get chills right there?
Or
is this COVID?
That was his genuine response, though. She said, "What now?" And she said, "Do you have a plan? What's your plan?" And he just went fucking Joker on us. That's COVID.
I don't really have any plans. Is it COVID? It's
It's
COVID
definitely,
chills, right?
yeah,
I can't.
I can tell.
I don't really have any plans. You know what I mean? I'm like the Joker.
You're like the
Do
Joker.
I look like a guy with a plan?
Dude, I hate that.
That face.
It's the uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus.
I'm like a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with it if I got it.
Dude, he's so good.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yep.
When I close my eyes, I swear to God, I see a piece of shit. Am I right or wrong?
No, 100%.
Yep. Look at that. Look at that. No, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, no way.
You're welcome.
I mean, I hear a piece of shit.
There you go.
Got it.
What the fuck?
Batman, you complete me.
Okay, he's terrible, but there's one part where I was like, what the fuck, Ziwa? And I don't even know.
Batman, you complete me. My father was a drinker
And a fiend.
and a fiend.
Tom
Oh,
Hanks'
good.
son.
Dude, he's so coked up.
Yeah.
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 R.I.P. Heath.
The go.
Heath.
Yeah. R.I.P.
They tried to kill my wife.
He's having fun. Dude, I like Chet because he just has fun, dude. I wish I could have fun like that.
Yeah. and
They tried to kill my wife.
who was that again?
My dad was a joker and a fiend.
Drinker. Get it right.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure Tom Hanks is like, oh, my son, my boy, doing the Hanks name proud.
You don't think Tom Hanks is right there? He's like, damn, that was the fucking sickest Joker. Dude, Colin, why can't you be more like your brother Chet here, man? You fucking suck.
Hey, leave.
Do you do a Joker impression? I didn't think so.
Colin's.
I wish you were a castaway.
Denzel!
Don't impersonate black men.
Shout out John David Washington.
Dude, I like how she just don't do that. Like, I love I love her delivery.
Why the fuck
Don't
is she
do that.
saying don't like? Come on now. Why is now skin color mattering when you impersonate somebody for the intention of comedy? Is she really serious or is she a troll?
If I have Ziwa
Pegged?
on the pegged, right?
Yeah.
She's a troll. She does like this like
She's
fun
like
thing.
Eric Andre. Is that
Kinda.
Thank goodness, because okay.
Kinda.
Okay.
Denzel!
That doesn't mean he doesn't look any less stupid though.
Oh no, he looks full
Yeah.
stupid. Yes.
Don't impersonate black men.
Shout out John David Washington.
Do you ever feel like you're desecrating like black people when you do shit like that?
Not at all.
Not at all. You feel like it's an honor. You're honoring them.
No, I don't feel like
No.
I'm doing anything. I feel like I'm just doing an impression.
Just being Chester Marlon Hanks.
Live in the flesh. Yeah.
Oh no.
This is why don't people?
I didn't watch that part.
This is why I'm in favor of late-term abortions.
Live in
okay?
the flesh. Yeah.
Late-term abortions that are like 32 years old.
Doing an impression.
Just being Chester Marlon Hanks.
Live in the flesh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see the prep that goes into these fucking interviews. Like he's like, I'm gonna be as cringy as motherfucking possible. She's like, I'm so down. Chet motherfucking Marlon
What a
Hayes.
G, dude. Yeah. Chester Marlon Hayes.
Chester, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna get.
In the flesh. Yeah.
I'm gonna get that whole scene tattooed on my ass.
I want you to just say Joshua Michael Borsick. Good. Good.
Joshua Michael Borsick.
Yeah, in the flesh.
Don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
Never.
You don't like that?
No, I don't.
Damn.
That was awful.
We
should lose all our subscribers.
It's
now.
better than a manifesto, right?
They a festo.
Sorry.
Jeez.
All right, let's play. Let's pay a public freak out and get the freak out of here, huh?
Okay. All right.
Let's see what we got. I mean, dude, tomorrow I have to show you the Madonna video
I'm gonna be at work
and
till
her
11.
NFT.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Should we play it today?
You got Brock.
Why you say it like that?
Ali. What? I didn't say.
I don't know.
like,
You kind of said it like.
you got Brock.
Oh, okay.
Why
are you winking?
Let me do the Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Brock's coming in tomorrow. Gonna step on a bee. Nah, fucking that.
Step on a bee.
Did you see that?
Break my mother's G.
Yeah.
Right,
There was blood in my bee.
Yeah. I saw it. Whoa, were you making fun of the?
No, I was doing an impression.
Oh, okay.
What are you, Ziwa now?
You were doing the Chet Hanks Joker. You were doing impersonation,
Yeah,
not
that
impression.
sounded-
You were impersonating.
Yes.
Let's see. You know what? I guess just
In the
to be
spirit
consistent of what's going on in life. Here's a man walking into a police station wearing a mask and carrying an assault rifle.
Oh, good.
Because he got a speeding ticket.
Oh.
This should be fun.
Okay. Well,
This will end swell.
I categorically
You know what I mean?
agree with his right to do so. Stop.
In the flesh.
Let the Chet out. Let him out.
Let him out.
He's banned.
Like, hey,
Stifling your free speech for the first time. That I feel vindicated and proud to do so.
were you the guy that got the speeding ticket? Yeah, in the flesh.
You're gonna fucking
Yeah.
the entire week. Oh, NSFW, good stuff.
You know it's good when they're NFSWs. Wait, what the
NC-17.
fuck?
Skilled
Oh, damn it.
fighters.
Okay, no. Hold this one because this is the second one. But we have to, in the spirit of what's going on.
I don't know who's JMB. You tell me.
Joshua Michael
Oh,
Borsick in the
it is
flesh.
you.
Yeah.
Well done.
In the
Doug.
flesh.
I didn't catch on that.
Little Doug Bell there. In the flesh. Yeah.
Want some French fries?
Okay, so here's possibly the stupidest thing you could ever do.
And file a complaint because we were in police station. We're going to go in and file a complaint because we were illegally pulled over about an hour ago. Isn't that right, Brandon?
That's 100% accurate.
You know, anytime you got a friend named Brandon and he corroborates what you're saying as 100% accurate, you're about to get in some shit, man. I guarantee you that.
They're going to the where?
They're going into a police station because they were pulled over illegally.
With their fucking regalia on?
Yeah, and assault rifles.
We're in police station. We're going to go in and file a complaint because we were illegally pulled over about an hour ago.
All right, pause this for a second. Here's one thing I will fucking unequivocally acknowledge. You don't see brothers doing this shit. Right?
Well,
I didn't mean to do the raise. I'm just saying, yeah, I mean.
I'm just saying, if you did, they'd probably be.
Right?
Yeah.
But, like, what the fuck lazy here? Shit.
Yo, what the F big time?
Fugazi? Okay.
Well, as we said with the Buffalo guy, maybe we didn't say it on the air, but where was the over-aggressive officer when you needed one?
Yeah, man. Well, apparently, I didn't see it. The guy fucking surrendered immediately. That's hearsay.
Dude,
but
not only did he surrender immediately, but he was moving around. The news said he was taking his tactical gear off. Bro, I've seen people reach for cell phones and get shot. This guy just murdered 10 people and was allowed to take his tactical gear off.
They didn't think there was anything hidden. I
guess not.
Man, oh man, I
guess not.
I mean, they uncovered the plans of him to continue the massacre on another street.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
We didn't see those yet.
No.
Not saying it's not true. I'm just saying,
Yeah, no, we gotta stick with the facts.
But sure.
Isn't that right, Brandon?
That's 100% accurate.
Oh, shit.
We felt a little afraid for our lives when we were pulled over, so
wow.
we figured we better protect ourselves.
Jesus.
I have to assume this is an open carry state. It's got to be, right?
I would assume. I would hope so. To be this brazen.
Would it be awesome if I just surprise you and they walk in, they just get lit up? Would you be surprised?
Pleasantly.
All right.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
You put that in my head now.
I did.
Yeah, they're not
on purpose.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you think it was about to pop off?
I'm just glad that they were kind of handled accordingly. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's going to see this and be like, those are patriots, you know, exercising the free speech. Fuck off, man. These are troublemakers, dude. Agitators.
Dude, let's watch some patriots exercising their right to free hands, dude. Here are, this is something you don't see every day. You don't get to witness two octagon cage fighters outside in real life getting in fisticuff. You don't. Luckily, Stuck in the Middle had an on-the-scene reporter actually film this. He was able to do some commentary of the brawl. We call it the Brawl for All because this was, you know, this is for all the guts and glory.
And it's all inclusive. It's all inclusive.
Yeah, and not just that, professional fighters.
Wow.
Professional fighters.
Nice.
You don't see this. Usually you see a bunch of Joe Schmoes barely hitting each other. Luckily, that's not the case here. The pro fighters, dude. It's about to pop off.
I did not. We're gonna take over her. We're gonna take over.
Here you go. I warned you.
I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm not trying to hurt her. I will rip you in half.
Professional fighters.
Yeah, dude, watch, dude. Yeah, dude, you think I'm joking, dude? Wait till the flurry comes, dude. Tyson Flurry comes. I mean, you can only push a man so far.
Oh, put your hands up, man. There you go.
Damn.
Oh my God, he reminds me of a friend of mine.
There we go.
Oh, dude, man. Look at and the guy's backing up
with the windmill. Swim move.
Bro, dude, look at that, dude. Look at that.
What was
We need
that?
some anime.
Frogger.
Dude, I love Joe Rogan commenting on this whole thing, dude. How rare is it to have two pro fighters and Joe Rogan comment?
Hey, at least he's sprawled out a little bit, but he's going underarm.
You know, sometimes fights stall like that, man. You know, you got two people who are very, very well evenly matched. You know, it's a stalemate right here.
He's going for a single inside. His hands are way too high on the ass.
Ground
and it
game.
works somehow. Yeah, let's do the ground.
Okay,
Oh, look
okay.
at you, tap from the bottom.
His ball.
Oh, there we go.
His ball.
Ground and pound.
Okay.
Ground and pound. Look at that, dude.
GNP.
I love Joe Rogan.
I used to
dude.
do
He's fucking-
commentary for fucking, for all this shit.
You okay?
You, what?
Yes. Dude, right there, I
Lessons learned all
would have
around.
to
You
try
guys
to
good?
make sure both shoulders are on the ground. Like,
Get scrap.
pin.
Get scrap. You good.
Oh, slapped at that shit.
I thought he was going to kiss him for a second.
All right. Lessons learned all around. There we go.
And like, this wuss right here, he's like, dude, we're good now? Watch. And he's like, we're good? Come on, man. It's so embarrassing.
All right. And they live happily ever after.
I love you, man. He doesn't give him anything. He doesn't give him anything.
No, the poor guy.
Why?
The poor. You didn't
Why?
get a hug. You wanted
Dude,
a
UFC
hug.
fighters don't give hugs.
I mean,
They don't give hugs.
you just haven't been hugged by a professional fighter.
I have, and they hug with their fists.
Indeed.
In the spirit of fists, here's a man who just doesn't catch a break. He catches fists. Okay? There is no break to catch. This was during the Canelo fight. So like it's one of those just there's too many people drinking, watching a fighting, and they all start to get like
Yeah, we know
hype.
that. Yeah, I know that feeling very,
Right.
very well.
But
yes.
like there's this poor guy here who's like, I don't think he wants to fight. He's just trying to break it up. I think it's the guy in the white. look. Okay. So yeah, it is. Watch. Look, he's trying to break it. He's trying to break it up. Look, boom. He gets
learned
got.
my lesson with the breaking up shit.
It ain't done yet though. The poor guy. Look, hang on. And he tries it. Look, he tries to go in again to break it up, and he gets nailed again by some guy. It's just a bunch
It ain't worth it.
Just a bunch of drunk retards. Sorry.
That's how I got my nose broke, trying to break up a fight between my friends.
Bunch of bro fists everywhere. Bunch of pro UFC fighters all right in here, dude. Bunch of pros, man.
That's just another octagon.
Yeah, and this is the Decagon. There's 10 sides here, dude. I don't know. Yeah. Doctagon. Oh, it's just getting ridiculous. 2 more fight videos since we're in that spirit. And it works out, actually. Let's see. Dude, holy shit. We're on a roll right now. So check this out. Did you see this one? This was at a UFC fight where a lady, I guess she tries to storm the ring.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Doesn't go good for her.
Go, 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 go. Hey, what's good? Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
No.
Go, go.
You dumb bitch.
Watch.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
And I'm free. Did you see her just get shoved off?
Good, from the outside of the gate. Good, well done. Everybody knew that was going to happen. Dumb.
So that wasn't a fight, but that was at a fight.
Yes.
Now back to fights.
All
yeah,
right,
we got 2 more, promise you. We saw the Canelo one. Oh, my God, like 3 more, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Here, check this out. These ones are all quick now. Trying to beat somebody up that is on the ground. And, you know, this guy comes in clutch. Look, falls over, and this guy thinks he sees a perfect opportunity to fuck somebody up on the ground.
Yep. No. Well done. That's my favorite fucking kick of the season here.
Fucking no.
Nah, bro. None of that pussy shit. That's what he's saying. None of that pussy shit, bro.
Feels good to watch, don't it?
Fuck yeah, that's satisfying.
I'm just trying to burn out some of these videos here because we had a lot of them. Hang on, dude. We got some good ones for tomorrow.
I can show the stack we got here.
Here we go.
My Christ.
2 more, and then we're out. So this one right here is kind of funny because, you know, these are gonna go in the same type of vibe where like the guy beats up a guy, but then he's like very nice afterwards. Like, okay, you know, come let me help you up. You know, it's just like it's always so weird. It's like
the Subway one,
street fights that have like, you know,
with
charm to them.
Okay.
Little, you know, oh, this is nice of them.
A little civility.
Yeah, a little civility. And this guy knows exactly after stomping a man's face in, he's like, he's fine. Put him in the recovery position. He'll be good, you know.
Ooh, I heard that good.
Look, dude, by the way, look at his boots. Look at his pointy ass boots. Keep that in mind.
Oh.
There you go. Ready?
Knob.
That one.
Oh boy.
Now listen to him.
Put him on his side into recovery.
Put him on his side into recovery.
Let him open.
Put
him on his side.
Yeah, put him on his side into recover. Like, I don't think you recover from the kick, bro.
Yeah,
you don't do. I mean, he does. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I just
recovery position isn't meant for people who just gotten stomped on.
No, that's like saying get him milk.
Yeah.
Get him some milk.
He needs some milk. Put him on his side. Bring him a cup of milk. He'll be all right.
for this area location, a spot of tea.
Would you bring him some tea? He'll be fine.
Hey.
Put him on his side. Let him drink the tea. He'll be all right. This one goes quick.
Oh, yeah. I think the old man...
I'm going to fast forward here a little bit. Yeah.
Hi.
It's a similar thing.
Hi.
This can't really tell how old he is.
Yeah, nah.
But they get a little fisticuff.
Because
and the old guy knocks his ass out. Is that a cat? What is that?
Dog. What's
right here?
Hi,
I hate her voice.
A neighbor just came in and attacked my husband. Now they're fighting, and we need help. Please, there.
Oh.
He just came and started.
Oh,
damn. Please come. Please
dude, that guy looks like he can throw a fucking punch.
See,
12 Berman's Way, please.
He's so drunk.
All right, okay, that's what's going on. Because in all the fights I've been in, I've never felt the pain so instantaneously. It's always when I wake up.
Like, exactly.
Oh, fuck. That's the most instant reaction. There's the dog like, you're a bitch.
Yeah. Get him some milk. Put him in recovery position.
That's what the dog's thinking.
He'll be all right.
Get him some Mike Kibbles.
Yeah. Bring him some tea.
Whoa,
He'll
is he
be
coming back
all
for
right.
more?
You know, look, no. He's a gentleman now. All right, buddy, get up. We'll bring you up. Put him in recovery position.
What is this in fucking England here?
Yeah, bro, they're all like gentlemen over there.
Stop it.
Why?
This is why you lost the war.
This is what fighters do after a fight, though, bro. They shake hands. They make love and they fucking go home.
Yeah, every time. Sure.
Next time, I really want to see a UFC fighter knock a man out and be like, put him in recovery position, put him on his side.
I mean, yeah.
I would love it.
Or after somebody gets shot in the... Sorry, that was maybe too soon. I don't know.
Wow, dude. You just went... You fucking went for it, dude.
That was the limit.
You took those fucking breaks off. You said, I'm going for it.
All right, by God. We did the thing. My work schedule is going to make appearing a little complicated. We're going to see what we can do. Until then, we got the Jews. No, I mean, Josh and Brock will be here on the Morrow.
On the morrow. Also, oh yeah, okay. You did give a shout to Brandy. Awesome.
Yes, and to Bitch Wong Fu, and to all the lovely people that show us the support they do. We couldn't do this without you.
Y'all, kick ass. YouTube.com/stuckInTheMiddle. Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you tomorrow.
On the Moray.
Bye.
Somehow.
Bye.